we meet again in MOC Indonesia 101, and we have reached the very last unit of this course. This is Unit 10, and we are going to talk about something fashionable, something that is related to Indonesian traditional clothes, and that is Indonesian batik. Specifically, we are going to discuss about multiculturalism and hybridity in Indonesian batik. Okay, so batik, a traditional cloth that has been recognized as Indonesian heritage, is a form of narrative, and it can be used as a historical document. So batik is not just an ordinary cloth, but it can tell us about the story of our ancestors, traditions, and cultures. It can also be used as a national identity marker. However, it can also be used as a source of disputes over the owner of batik. Malaysia and Indonesia, two neighboring Southeast Asian countries having similar and shared cultures and traditions, were frequently involved in disputes over the official owner of cultural heritages, including batik. The dispute ended with the United Nations decision to recognize Indonesian batik as one of the world's important cultural traditions in 2009. The dispute should not have happened if we realized that batik, including the techniques of making it and its various motifs, reflects shared cultural ownership among a number of Southeast Asian societies. The art of batik existed 100 years ago before the formation of nation-states in Southeast Asia. The multicultural elements of this traditional fabric also display that our ancestors were already globalized and open-minded. Batik has demonstrated that borrowing and learning from other cultures are inherently common in Southeast Asian cultures, particularly in Indonesia. Central Java has been commonly said to be the center of batik cultures and arts in Indonesia. Javanese royal families and courts have long been using batik as the marker of their royal status and high cultures. The patronage of Javanese royal courts has been passionate about the art of batik making. In different royal cultural events, different kinds of batik motifs were worn by members of the royal families to mark their social status and the events that they are attending to. Certain batik designs are reserved for brides and bridegrooms, as well as their families. Other designs are reserved for the Sultan and his family or their attendants. Kawung, a batik pattern of areca palm trees, for example, was considered a favorite among the royal families of the Sultanate. Developed in the 18th century during the Yogyakarta Sultanate, this pattern was so much loved by the royal family of the Sultanate that only those having the royal bloodline were allowed to wear it. Meanwhile, the motif of truntum, a popular type of batik from Solo, was created by Kanjeng Ratu Kencana, the daughter of Sunan Pakubuwono III. People believe that the queen, saddened by the king's infidelity, made these star patterns while gazing at the night sky. Impressed by the motif, the king admired his wife's diligence. His love for the queen rekindled, and he reconciled with her. This legend popularized tantrum or truntum as a symbol of reawakened love, making it favorite among brides and grooms. The motif of Raja Naga or Nagaraja or the Serpent King together with Singabarong are found in Southeast Asian fabrics, and they were considered to be ancient motifs showing the influences of pre-Hinduism. The motif of clouds found in Megamendung Batik in Cirebon, West Java, is said to be influenced by Chinese tradition. This is not surprising, as Southeast Asians traded with the Chinese since long time ago. Meanwhile, the ways Southeast Asia adapted with modernity can be found in the existence of colonial batik motifs called motif company. This kind of batik motif usually shows Dutch soldiers, ships, and flags. Even the techniques of making batik, including waxing and dyeing, are universal techniques said to be originated from China and Egypt. Nowadays, batik makers have attempted to incorporate modern influences in the motifs. One of big batik manufacturers in Indonesia, Batik Keris, even uses the Disney Mickey and Minnie Mouse motifs in its products targeted for young children or for young people. During the football World Cup fever, the football motifs featuring the symbol of prominent world football clubs were also found in Indonesia. In the end, the adaptation, acculturation, and modification of batik shows us that its shared and multicultural characteristics remind us about our shared cultural ancestry that goes beyond the formation of nation states. Our national pride should not limit us to realize the multicultural richness of our identity. Okay, so that's the end of Unit 10 as well as the end of this course. I hope after watching the videos, doing the post-test, and reading the additional materials, you have had some better insights about Indonesia, and it can be triggering you to visit Indonesia in the future. So I'll be waiting for you in Indonesia, and I hope I meet you again sometime in Indonesia. Terima kasih, sampai jumpa.